Hey!
Hi. So, penalty box for us. Huh.
Yeah, well, I guess we should just get it over with as fast as possible, right?
Yeah, sure.
I know we don't see eye to eye on some podcast stuff.
Well, I never really seem to see eye to eye with anyone on that.
Well, there have been kind of teams about it, you know?
It happens. Eve doesn't really have an opinion, for the record. She'll just pick the side that causes the most trouble.
I've noticed. But anyway, I don't want you to think that I'm not a friend.
I don't think that.
Well, we really don't know each other at all.
We've got pretty much zero in common.
Well, there's one or two things. One of them I think might be part of the problem.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I'm glad you and Eve are close.
Okay.
Because you probably need that. I know you've been stressed.
Uh-huh.
With school stuff.
Okay, I know this was going to be awkward, but I didn't expect it to be, completely weird.
Sorry.
Like I said, nothing in common makes this hard.
Well, we could get more things in common.
I don't think that's how this works.
Oh, come on. I know you had to listen to the new Tika and Sarah album.
Uh, why?
Come on. Did you?
Yeah, they're cool. A friend showed them to me.
Was it Eve?
Huh?
Listen, relax. Jokes, okay? What did you think?
It was good.
Oh, come on. Emote a little.
I'm not really into their stuff.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, seriously?
I'm sorry. We do have something in common, and you know what it is. And it's okay to admit it to me. I'm your friend, or I want to anyway. I know there's probably a reason you won't tell Abby, and I'm not going to be the one to tell her either.
Was it obvious?
Yes and no. I just know what the struggle looks like. I'm comfortable, but that doesn't mean I'm always confident, especially when my particular sexuality gets written off as either attention seeking or a slut or some kid who can't make up their mind.
I probably shouldn't complain.
I don't mean that either. We all struggle in our own way, and no one having it worse or better makes it any less valid.
Yeah, Eve said something similar.
Huh. Well, I know what Eve didn't tell now.
Why's that?
Because she's actually got some semblance of a nice bone in her body. I mean, she'd have to be for you to be her friend?
Right.
Anyway, pick a favorite song. I know you have one.
I mean, the boyfriend song is pretty good.
How did I know you'd pick that?
You asked.
Not judging, just smug.
Alright, wise guy, which one is your favorite?
BWU.
Why?
I can relate.
Whatever that means.
I don't make fun of your choice.
Just commenting.
So, what else? You catch up on faking it yet?
What is it with you and Eve wanting me to watch every single gay thing out there?
Because it's the best way to express all that pent up sexual and romantic energy, especially while still keeping it on the DL.
You basically took the words right out of Eve's mouth.
The only reason I'm not offended by that possibility is because it's an object truth. You want to see stories that you can relate to. Unfortunately, we all have to watch the same 8 queer shows because entertainment media is garbage about it.
I watch whatever, usually.
Oh, come on. You can't honestly tell me you watch everything and don't think, this would be better with lesbians. At least once.
Well, I might have had a thing for Peggy and her roommate.
Boom! Welcome to the club.
But you're pan, though, right? Don't you get that kind of self-representative satisfaction out of everything?
Well, I recognize chemistry where it is. I don't mind real, well-thought-out het love stories, but I also want people to acknowledge when there's some serious gay shit going on, and they want to pass it off as gals being pals. I can tone down the academia if you want.
No, I got it.
So, faking it?
It ended, right? Why should I bother?
Because it's amazing and everyone's dumb about it?
What a case.
Actually, all things considered, you might see a lot of yourself in there. There's love triangles.
Why would I see myself in a love triangle?
I was going to follow that up with that she gets feelings for her. Actually, just watch it. Whenever. No spoilers from me.
Compelling.
If you weren't leaving, I'd say we could start a queer book club at school.
Now that's something I could get behind. I wanted a book club in high school for years, but I couldn't find the required 9 other people as nerdy as me.
I could have been on its stat. Maybe I still have a shot senior year.
I don't know if that tyrant York has his way. Worst principal ever.
This isn't so bad, right? Being civil. Maybe even the inklings of friendship?
Yeah, it's cool.
Something still bothering you?
No, how's Abby been? You guys hang out a lot, right?
We went to dinner a few times and did a movie.
Oh.
To put it to you this way, you being her best friend and approving of me makes me pretty happy.
Approve. Oh, yeah, cool.
We'll see, though. She doesn't seem all that interested in anyone right now.
No, she doesn't, does she?
But she'll be happy to hear our meeting went better than me and Eve.
When did you talk to her?
A few days ago? It was short. Eve brand of sweet.
Sounds about right.
But this was cool.
Yeah.
Go watch Faking It.
Whatever.